This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for joining us. Topping news, the government has completed regulations which are expected to govern how stem cell therapy and research is carried out in the Bahamas. Speaking to reporters outside of the 2014 Stem Cell Conference at the Grand Lucayan Resort this morning, Minister of Health Dr. Perry Gomez said this means they're just about ready to go. Charisma Robinson has this story.
An equally important component of the government's stem cell legislation package is now complete.
First, there was the stem cell legislation, the bill that was passed in Parliament almost about 6 months ago, and now the regulations which governs the legislation surrounding the practice of the medical discipline of stem cell in the Bahamas.
And now Health Minister Dr. Perry Gomez says they're just about ready to go.
People will be able to formally apply and get registered and licensed to do business in stem cell medicine here in the Bahamas.
Speaking outside the 2014 Stem Cell Conference Friday, Dr. Gomez said these regulations give teeth to the government's stem cell legislation package. He says it will ensure that all medical practitioners and research scientists are held accountable to the highest ethical standards. Over the past few months, Dr. Gomez says a number of reputable institutions have expressed interest in operating business here.
In the regulations, it defines the processes that you have to go to get licensed to practice here, and so we have several committees, a scientific committee, an ethics committee, and so on, to give approval of any particular project to ensure that the safety and other parameters in the practice of any branch of medicine, not only stem cell, but whether any kind of research. You have to go through this kind of processes.
Now the government received the regulations last week, which should reach Cabinet by the end of the month and then Parliament soon after. Charisma Robinson, ZNS Network News.
The selection of Grand Bahama for the Stem Cell 2014 conference is well received by the Grand Bahama Port Authority and the business community. President Ian Rowe welcomed the opportunity to showcase the benefits Grand Bahama presents to medical and business opportunities.
We are pleased to partner with you as you strive for medical breakthroughs and advances in health care. We believe that people who travel overseas for medical care are looking for specific treatment in specific areas and a specific level of confidence. That is what you bring to the table with your various specialties. Our competitive advantages and perfect environment to assist in the healing process is what we are proud to offer. So together, we make an ideal alliance. The Grand Bahama Port Authority remains committed to the growth and development of Grand Bahama Island. To that end, we pledge our support and resources to attracting and sustaining direct foreign investment.
The Grand Bahama Heart Association holding its annual Great Heart Affair Day. The special luncheon was held at the Grand Lucayan Resort. Sabrina Brown has this report.
They came from all sectors of the Grand Bahama community to discuss matters of the heart. Guest speaker out of New Providence, pediatric cardiologist Dr. Jerome Lightbourne, who specializes in congenital heart disease, says out of 4,000 deliveries annually, about 30 to 40 infants are diagnosed with a heart defect. He says a common non-communicable disease is a major contributing factor.
We have a high risk and high incidence. I'm sure the adult internists and each would confirm that, of diabetes in our land. Diabetes alone increases your risk of congenital heart disease to the unborn baby. If you have it before the baby is born, we call it pre-gestational, and increase your risk by at least 5%.
He also highlighted a rare but potentially serious condition that parents should be aware of.
Any child at the age of 3 and 15, between the age of 3 and 15 years of age, who has a sore throat, needs to see a physician just in case it's strep throat, and have to be treated with an antibiotic before day 9. If they treat it with an antibiotic before day 9, they'll never get acute rheumatic fever. So fortunately, acute rheumatic fever, are those conditions where you get strep throat, the body's own defense mechanism has a sensitivity to strep throat and the heart valves. So it kills the bacteria, but it also kills the heart valve.
Heart surgery is costly, but Dr. Liborn says thanks to the Sir Victor Sassoon Bahamas Heart Foundation and others, more than 4,000 children suffering from heart disease have been assisted.
If a kid is delivered blue, 7 o'clock p.m. on a Sunday night, we could have that child on the plane, documents and everything ready, and on operating table by Monday morning. And that's quite an accomplishment.
Dr. Liborn believes stem cell therapy can play a vital role in cardiology in the Bahamas. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Over $1 million worth of suspected drugs were seized by police at the container port early this morning. Police say 2 black Nike duffel bags that contained 53 taped packages of suspected cocaine and 1 taped packages of suspected heroin were found on a 40-foot container around 2 a.m. No arrests were made and police are investigating this matter. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues after this.